Welcome to my lovely IHP community and the 5D Collective. We started with a couple shorts today. The elite tier of emotional invincibility, mystic, spiritual, and mindful people hold the key to life, living. That's our second short. And now we get to do knowing. Okay. And so you can tune into those shorts, and we might have an extended on our audio podcast, and it does have a video if it will be on Spotify, but otherwise it won't. It'll have the audio alone, and it's about an hour 50 minutes. Okay, so we will have touched upon some of this but not all of it, and in a very different way than what I'm about to do right now. So the elite tier of emotional invincibility, mystic, spiritual, mindful people, we hold the key to our lovely golden egg. So you might want to go check out these messages too. They were there. I'm a mystic mentor, content creator, podcast host, and I'm in the Enlightenment So age group, in case you're wondering. The holding the key of this key to our golden egg means that what we do is we achieve mental, emotional, and physical mastery. Okay, so we hold the key to our golden egg as we have what it takes to achieve mental, emotional, and mental mastery. And as the lion, we are complete masters of self-transformation and the fire element. We pursue personal and spiritual growth. We do this with the epitome of peace and strength, thanks to the tiger, which is our body, the lovely feminine, empowered, divine. And then the mind, our empowered, masculine, divine. And the left is masculine, the right is feminine. And the heart, that's open, and the gut is open, and the self, it's a whole self. So we own our sense of self. So this lovely tiger has our body, mind, heart, self anchored in ventral energy. That's why mindfulness practices work, because we have mind sight skills. You sift the sensations and the images and the feelings and the thoughts, and then you share them with the inner growth mindset, and that's with yourself first of all, and then also with other. We have ease in that darkness of awareness. Okay, so focusing attention in awareness, we have our access to our right mode, and our left together, our default mode network is down-regulated. That's why we're the elite of the emotional invincibility group and crew. So we have ease in darkness of awareness because we are masters of our feminine energy and lunar force. We have the ability to think and feel with ease, compassion, discernment, and equanimity. With the inner emotional and mental balance, we are passionate, strong, and soothed from within. We consistently enlighten and expand. Our lion's self-mastery pursuits and our tiger's ease in darkness is our choice. I have the window open in case you hear loud screaming. It's kids playing soccer, by the way, just in case. Okay, so we put into practice mindfulness with mindset skills and the inner growth mindset. This choice gives us access to our deer's feminine, nurturing essence in its balance, and makes us loving, intuitive, graceful, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, we're concerned and protective, but thanks to the lion and tiger, we maintain our feminine energies balance and rise from the ashes like a phoenix. So this is where we are free from the suffering of the temporal junction, thanks to mindfully living and owning our sense of self. That's why we can rise from the ashes, not with a gut that is upset, as you'll notice and hear about the story where you can notice your gut. You move to your heart, open your heart, and you are in your prefrontal. And so when, again, out of balance, we're concerned and protective, but thanks to the lion and tiger, we maintain our feminine's energy balance and rise from the ashes like a phoenix. So we are free from the suffering of the temporal junction thanks to mindfully living and owning our sense of self. In using our prefrontal cortex with what arises from the body to the mind, we move out of karma and into dharma. And when the tarantula makes its way to us and life brings us a crossroads of habits, routines from the past that sidetrack us, we pay attention to the voice of wisdom and choose life, love, discernment, intelligence. That's exactly why we have invincible and our golden egg. We choose the frequency of enlightenment that comes with healthy self-soothing lifestyle habits, choices, and mindset in ventral vagal state. We identify pseudo-intellectuals and limited consciousness in our day-to-day We stay seekers. We choose to contribute to expansion. We understand human evolution, societal construct, and know the future isn't based on old paradigms. We choose the infinite higher human consciousness, potential experience, and to leave behind in this lovely world dharma and not karma. So we also know that our brothers and sisters that are of karma will stay and stick around, just so you know. But in the meantime, you be you, mindful and flawed with integrity. Again, love is supporting each other to fly. Love lifts you up when you're down, and it soars the skies with you when you're up. Love is always there, and it is the ability to bring out the best in others that makes you a leader. Thank you, Sadhguru. That's his quote. So the securely attached, self-led people that are here at IHP, we are strong, brave, and bring change for the better because we embody intelligence, expand consciousness, and self. And I get to bring to you the human, spiritual, and spirituality elements and let you know how I explore human evolution, consciousness, and you being yourself, because love is always liberating for the securely attached, non-traumatized self-agent, because it's freely given. And that's why this is free. And then when you do one-to-one mentorship, you write me and we set up a plan. And then we have our masterclass and workshops and retreats. And when the lovely subscription-based podcast content will be out, you'll know. And so love, again, it is liberating because it's for the securely attached, non-traumatized person. They have no strings attached, no expectations as functional child adults. We love unconditionally with flaws and imperfections, and we do so as our authentic, wholehearted, open, spontaneous self. And that is why we bring forth the entirety of what we are and who we are. And with mindfulness practices, as Dr. Daniel Siegel presents, we integrate our brain, our mind, our body, and our relationships, and that leads to inner and outer well-being. We also do what our lovely Pat Ogden shares, which is to regulate independently of relationships. So I know how to work with my gut when it's upset because I'm listening to somebody who's in their gut in a safety behavior, pseudo-intellectual. You'll hear about the story. So be yourself in connection, in life, and love. And remember, I get to share with you again stories that come from my end of the spectrum, and that traumatic memory is not a memory that is remembered, but a memory that is relived. Ruth Lanius, MD. So I'm an intelligent mind. I'm not influenced by my implicit, explicit memory, nor am I deluded by my imagination. Thanks, Sadhguru. That's what an intelligent mind is. While the human beings who suffer their own memory and imagination, well, Sadhguru says they suffer that which does not exist. But as you can tell, they suffer that which does exist, which is why when you meet someone who's activating your gut, you know they're a pseudo-intellectual because they're in their hissy fit, and life and death are like inhalation and exhalation. They always exist together. Okay, so enlightenment is when you do know how to spot them. And as we conclude, I just want you to know I'm a seeker, so I admit I don't know everything, and that's why I have a clear slate, and that's why I'm in the present, and I tune, resonate, and trust always. When I meet the destructive mode of not brilliant minds, it's called their adaptive child part people, and they don't know transformation, because if they did, they would know that who they are is not determined anymore by other people's opinions or other people's presence, but also other people's nervous system. And that's because they would be their own securely attached, non-traumatized, self-led, invincible, emotional person who doesn't spiral down in hell in their brain. Because whatever you do, you can either do it willingly or unwillingly. And if you do it willingly, you're a functional child adult, and it will be heaven in the body because you're a restored embodiment, self-aware, accountable, regulating person who wants to do mindfulness and mindset and have mindset. And if you do it unwillingly, well, it will be hell because you're performing, and you can't take just the trauma. Nope. Thank you, Ruth Lanius. You have to understand. I don't have to understand the traumatic experience in the context which it occurs in, but I do know that those people could know that was Ruth Lanius. This one's Pat. They could look for the story that the body's telling them, and that the body remembers, and that the body records everything, and go and learn to become real lovers. Because, again, a person who is pseudo-intellectual, you will notice, because they prioritize appearance and status, they rely on superficial knowledge and jargon instead of genuine understanding, and instead a genuine intellectual will be driven by curiosity, engaging in critical thinking, and seeking to understand complex ideas. Also, we don't bring forth our biases. As a woman, I don't say all women are. No, all women and men, the real ones, are with Terry Real, Patrick Tiahan, and Spot pseudo-intellectuals. And they like to learn how to navigate the gut to the heart to the mind and know that spiritual bypassers don't know how to do it, nor do savior complex people. So tune into our extend if you want, and we might have maybe another episode because there's some themes for you, but we'll find out. In the meantime, thanks for stopping by.